In our household, we are a family of 5 and we depend heavily on our KitchenAid. I definitely try as hard as I can to make everything from scratch. That means that I put my KitchenAid to use at least once a day, if not twice a day. With that, I just recently got new attachments for my paddle, my dough mixer, and then my whisk, and wanted to show them off. To start, I'm going to show you the KitchenAid ones that it actually comes with when you purchase the machine. So you can see here we have the whisk. This is uncoated. And just for reference, I try to be as low tox or non-tox in my household as possible. So of course, that was kind of a negative point when I got my KitchenAid and realized that the paddle piece and the dough hook are both coated when you get them. I got the new set because, again, with the coating, my paddle started to actually chip at the bottom there. And I really knew that I wanted to get something that was fully stainless steel for those attachments to replace it. So I got this 3-piece set. First off being the paddle, since that was the most important, since that other one is chipping, is here. And then for reference on the size as well, it's actually slightly larger and has a different shape than the original. So that is worth noting. I actually just mixed up all of this oat ball mix with my new paddle here, and it did a great job. I'd honestly argue that it may have done a better job than the actual set that it comes with, because it was actually getting everything off the walls there versus letting it sit, and nothing kind of sat in the bottom as much. So I did appreciate that this one kind of reaches a little bit lower and a little bit wider, but again, doesn't scrape the bowl. And then the whisk piece, you can see, worth noting as well that all of them are a polished stainless steel. The one that it comes with is very diamond shaped. This one is wider all the way around. So it actually has 2 sides that are wider. I have my zucchini spinach muffins here for my kids that I'm gonna make. And this does great of mixing it, but not over mixing, because it has a good amount of spacing, but again, still wide enough and long enough in the bowl. Doesn't hit anything, just like the other, fits great. And then lastly is that dough hook. I make a lot of breads, so this one was an important one for me. This is a pretty small one that it comes with. This new one here is great because it actually has a different shaped hook. It's more of a flattened hook at the very bottom there, and allows to kind of pick and scoop into your current dough, so it continues to mix a little bit better. It does also have a lip on it here, which is a really nice perk to actually avoid dirtying my whole machine, because every time I do doughs, they rise up and actually touch the machine here, and it makes a huge mess, very sticky, very difficult to get off. So it does tend to stop it a little bit better than the one that it comes with. And then again, you can see slightly larger, hopefully you can kind of tell with that as well. And then all 3 of them do have the same way to actually attach them onto the KitchenAid, where they have that same entry point for the protrusion on the machine that actually goes on and then turns. So for someone like myself who relies heavily on my KitchenAid, I think these are a wonderful tool to replace the old ones. Of course, you can work with the old ones, but again, I don't want anything chipping into my food or my cooking while I'm making it. And I think these are a great set to replace that. And hopefully this review helps you kind of make a decision on if these are the right ones for you. I know that they do fit the 4.5 and the 5 quart full size, and they do also have a larger size of these, which are great. So definitely recommend if you're looking for a new set of attachments for your KitchenAid.